Hello, and welcome to this short video on how to install the Oracle database in Memory Advisor. In this video, we'll show how to install the in-memory advisor and then also show how to extract the required data from an Oracle database to enable us to run the advisor from a remote system or remote location. The Oracle Database in-memory advisor does not come bundled as part of the database, so you'll need to download the software from My Oracle Support. It is held under document ID 1965343.1. The note tells us that the advisor can be run on any databases that are 11.203 or greater, and any recommendations that the advisor gives us can be implemented in database 12.102 or later. If we go down to the details, we can see there's multiple links. We can see there's a link to a technical paper on Oracle Database in Memory. We can see the link to the main Oracle Database in Memory page. But the two links we're really interested in is the advisor zip file itself, the imadvisor.zip, and also the detailed instructions, which come as a PDF, which is the TWP Oracle Database in Memory Advisor.pdf. So let's go ahead and download the zip file. If we go to the downloads directory, we can see the advisor has been downloaded and it's quite small. Let's move the zip file to a directory that I've created under the Oracle users home directory called IMA. If we unzip the advisor, we can see it's made up of a series of binary PL/SQL blocks, the PLB file extensions, and SQL scripts. So we're now in a position where we can install the advisor into a database. I have a database running on this system called IMADV, and this is a 19C database. If I log into it, I can see that it also has a pluggable database in here called IMADV PDB. The in-memory advisor can be installed at the container level, or you can install it directly into a PDB. In this example, in this video, we're going to install it into a PDB. So I'm going to log on as sys to the PDB. So I'm now logged in to the PDB, and all I need to do now is run the installation script from the unzipped advisor software. So it's going to ask for a permanent and temporary table space that the advisor requires. So I'm going to use the defaults, which is system for the permanent table space and temp for the temporary table space. As we can see, the advisor is now being installed. and we get the message all done. So we can see that the installation was successful, and then the advisor gives us some additional information as well. So users who will use the DBMS in-memory advisor package must be granted the advisor privilege. And it tells us again, the installation is set up complete, and it also tells us how to uninstall it using another of the scripts that comes with the advisor zip file. So in this example, I installed it as sys. You don't have to install the advisor as sys. You can install it as any user. The advisor installation program will advise you on the required grants and accesses needed to install it as a non-sys user, although the documentation for the advisor does recommend installing it as the sys user. So that's it. The advisor is now set up and ready to run in that PDB. And it would have been the same process should we wanted to have installed it directly into the container database, or if we're not running a non-container database, just into the root database itself, if we're looking at, say, 11 databases or later databases that aren't multi-tenant. Now that the database advisor is installed, we can look at how to extract data from the database, which we can then send to a remote system or remote Oracle team who will be able to run the advisor for you on your behalf and provide recommendations. So the first thing we need to do to enable this is to create a directory that the data we require can be pushed onto the file system for. So let me log back into our PDB, and I'm going to create a directory. And I will just point this to temp. So the directory is created. So the first thing we need to do is we need to download the AWR data from the database, and we need to ensure that the time frame which we download from covers the workload we want analyzed by the advisor. So let's use the standard AWR extractor script. So here it's asking for the repository, so we'll use the default. It's asking for the number of days of snapshots to choose from. And here we've basically got the different snapshots that have been created. So it's important to pick a start snap and an end snap that will cover the workload you want analyzed by the advisor. So let's say I want from 5:18 on the 31st to 5:35 analyzed. In reality, in a real system, you would obviously want a much larger period than that to cover the full workload. So my snapshot will be 12, and my end snap will be 19. So 12 at the start, 19 to end. It's now asking me for a directory to write these files out to. And it's given you a list of directories. So I created this one called IMA demo. So IMA demo. It's asking if I want a particular name for the dump file, which I don't, so I'll just use the default. And it's now going to write out to that directory location to /temp a log file of the progress, and also a dump file that will contain the AWR data that I'm interested in. This extract was quite quick because obviously it was it's a demo and we didn't pull back much data. Obviously on a real system, this extract could be a lot larger and may take a lot longer. The in-memory advisor needs more than just the AWR data. It needs some dictionary data as well. So as soon as we run the AWR extract, we should run an additional script that's made available to us through the in-memory advisor zip file we downloaded, called the IM advisor AWR augment export of SQL. So this will allow us to also include SQL tuning sets as part of the dump file should we want SQL tuning sets analyzed. So we don't, so I'll just hit return for this and this. Again, it's asking for a directory object to download the dump data, so I'm going to use the same one as I created, IMA demo. It's asking if I want a particular prefix for the name, which I don't mind, so we'll just use the default. And it's now going to export that data. Again, this may take longer on a real system with more data needs to be pulled down, but we can see that this process is successfully completed, and it's told us where it's written the dump to. So if I exit out of SQL, go to temp, which is where we pointed our directory at, we can see that the AWR dump file is being created and the associated log file for it. And we can also see the IM advisor augment export log file has been created and the associated dump with that as well. Now, these dumps can be handed off to a different system and analyzed remotely from the actual database system that they were taken from. I hope this short tutorial has been useful in showing how to install the in-memory advisor and then how to extract AWR data and the other required database dictionary data to enable the advisor to be run on a remote system. Thank you for watching.